The LT-50 by TCS is the best DCC starter system on the market. It is the only DCC starter system on the market with built-in, fully functional macros that work flawlessly. Today we are going to look at how using macros with the LT-50 can be an incredibly powerful tool even for a small layout. This simple 5-switch track plan is the perfect example of how you can use macros to automate routing, yard movements, or repeatable operations. On this small switching layout, we are going to create a macro that can set up a complete route with a single button press. First, let's go over our track and the position of our turnouts to get an idea of how we can operate this. We currently have 5 DCC switches. These are numbered in sequence 1 through 5. Using macros with the LT-50, we are going to be able to switch all of these turnouts at the same time. The LT-50 has a built-in tool for setting up and creating macros. To create a macro using the built-in editor, first go to Settings, Macros, Load Macro to Editor. Create a new macro by assigning a number 1 through 20 using the keypad or scroll wheel. Press the 2-dot button to create and save the new macro. Once created, you will be back in the Settings Macros menu. Now scroll back and select Macro Editor. At the top of the macro editor, you can give your newly created macro a name or edit the name of an existing macro. Use the scroll wheel to select letters and the keypad to select numbers to enter the name of your macro. Press the 2-dot button again to save the name of your macro. Next, scroll down in the macro editor until you see the option for steps. Steps will allow you to edit what actions the macro performs. In steps, we have 2 different options, step command and step number. The step command defines what action the macro is taking. The step number is the number associated with that command. Now that we are in steps, we can enter the step command and the step number. The step command to set a turnout is DCC turnout normal. If you want to go from the on position to the off position, you'll do DCC turnout reversed. Once we have the step command set, we can set the step number to 1. This will activate DCC turnout number 1. We can repeat this for any switches we have. Now that we have our macros set, we can demonstrate using them to switch between routes. One feature we can also utilize is the macro startup feature. For example, if we set up the macro we just made to the startup macro, that way whenever we turn on our command station, all of our turnouts will set automatically. To do this, we'll go into Macro Settings, Startup Macro. This way we can enter the macro we previously created. Now when the command station is turned on, we'll see all the switches flip to their proper position.
It's a service. Pay the fee. How we stay in business.
Macros are a really nice option to improve layout operations. The LT-50 makes creating and editing macros very easy. Grab one from the TCS website and start automating your layout. Get your LT-50 today to take advantage of macros and achieve fun, easy, and impressive operations.